All right, we're back.
We're back,
folks. It's
Welcome.
another episode of Confidently Wrong. I'm Chris.
I'm Pat Nugeth.
That's right. We're in Philadelphia.
Both of us have the last name of Nugeth.
We are brothers.
We're two brothers.
As you know.
Yeah.
We're in Philadelphia.
We're in beautiful Philadelphia.
I'm in Sickadelphia.
The city of brother. Oh, yeah, dude, it sucks. We've been visited by the plague 2 times now.
It's the plague has not left our home.
I escaped it, but you were dragged back in.
The plague comes with us.
Yeah. I'm going to get one of those beak masks. I start wearing that.
The plague doctor.
Yeah. Dude, like, because could you imagine being in like the plague times and not getting the plague? How happy you would be.
Oh, I would think I'm God.
Yeah. Just like you're walking down the street, they're like wheeling the carts down, they're like collecting the dead, everyone's crying, you're like, tough time. Tough time for everybody, man.
That'd be so funny to be a guy that's like, everyone calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
It's just a cold.
Yeah.
You want me to wear a fucking mask?
Yeah. Well, I remember I read this book in middle school where it was like a fiction book about a world where somehow like a virus crosses from dogs to people and it's killing like everybody, and it's like about like a little boy who like his dog is immune, and then like he has to sacrifice the dog to like cure the virus, and it's like, you know, heartbreaking. It's like a difficult decision, everything. And it's like, listen, I love dogs, but like
that's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. That's such a no-brainer. Like don't get me wrong, I love dogs, I love animals. There is no dog, like even if it was Air Bud,
right?
I'd kill Air Bud immediately.
I would yeah, in a second.
Yeah. But could you imagine if you were a dad and you were like trying to talk to your son and you're like, listen, I know you love Air Bud. It's just 17 million people have died. And if we get rid of Air Bud, it will stop that. And the kid's just like, but I love him. And you're like, shut up.
Look, kid, kind of being a bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
You're being a baby right now.
We're going to kill your dog.
We're going to kill your dog.
That's fine.
And we're going to cure the whole world. But yeah, and then it was like the disease.
Like his sister dies and he's still mad.
Yeah. He's like, but it's my dog.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, it's just, and then, yeah, it's just dumb. But then like the disease is called PAWS.
That's the disease?
Like PAWS, like an acronym.
That'd be funny. It's like pause. Like
yeah,
like
stop
the
disease. But no, we're coming at you live from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
City of brotherly love.
One thing I've noticed, first of all, love Philadelphia.
I've been digging it.
I'm gonna move here. I fucking love Phil. It's
one trip to the halal cart.
One trip to the halal cart wasn't even very good. I'm moving here. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I love the grit.
Yeah.
Every time I'm walking, I hear a Meek Mill song playing in my head.
It's pretty cool.
I feel like I'm Creed. I can do anything, dude.
One thing I've noticed that's very strange. I've been thinking about it for the last 2.5 days. I can't get to the bottom of this. There are packets of grape jelly on the ground. Everywhere. Like just like every block, it's see a one just on the ground. I've counted them. I think I've found 17 of them. And they're like Heinz brand little packets, like, you know, the little ketchup packets.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's grape jelly.
Interesting.
What's that for?
They're opened? Or
they're empty, like thrown on the ground.
And this is something you've noticed just walking around.
I've noticed on the street just walking, because we're like downtown, so that's probably like the height of people walking around and throwing trash.
Have you seen anyone throw one?
No, I've only seen them on the ground.
I think it might be just, you know, the tweakers, because they love their sweets.
Sure, but junkies. Like, even if that's what it is, what's it meant for? Like, I've never eaten anything where I'm
you're
like,
not
what
on heroin.
No, but I'm saying like a restaurant put that out for something. What did they put it out for?
It's at the diner. Put out for toast, and then the tweakers go to the diner. They hang out there and, you know, drink their coffee, and then, you know, they want a little sweet treat because they're you know, they're on heroin. They like sweet treats.
Sure, but I haven't seen one diner.
No diner?
I haven't seen a diner.
Interesting. No diner, huh?
No diner. No dine, no dash.
No dine, no dash.
But no, Philly's sick. I like it.
Philly
I like it a lot
sick, despite the grape jelly everywhere.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's like it's one of those trips where it's like, on paper, it's not going to plan, and I'm still having a great time. You're sick. You're fucked up.
I've been fucked up.
We went to 4 open mics last night. 3 of them were not either defunct or not happening this week.
Deactivated mics.
We picked the second week of January. Every mic that's at first week of January, every mic that's at a club is canceled this week because of a snowstorm. Yeah. We picked the worst time. I'm having a ball.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I'm having a good time. We went to the, I mean, I'm staying positive.
Yeah. That's good.
No, I'm having a bad, I hate this city actually. No, we went to the Comedy John.
We did. We went to the Comedy John.
Shout out to the John.
Great mic.
It was in like a tight little room.
Yeah,
it was like a tiki bar kind of vibe.
Yeah,
what is it, St. Lazarus?
Like disco tiki kind of. Yeah, St. Lazarus. Yeah,
disco tiki. They should call it disco tiki. That's fun.
They should. I'll go tell them that.
Yeah, go tell them that. Like, hey, John, listen up here. Listen up, the Comedy John. I just like saying that. The one thing, and I know this has been said before, but the accent.
Oh, it's great.
I love it.
Because
love it so much.
We like went to a wedding in the summer, and honestly, that's what planted the seeds for me wanting to move here. Is just because I was talking to like the boyfriend of like one of my friends from high school, and he was from Philly, and he was like, "Yeah, man, all you gotta do is just go around and just say go Birds." I was like, "That's lovely.
I love that. Go Birds."
And then I was practicing. He was like, "You'd be great."
Yeah.
And I kept saying, "I just want to be Philly garbage." And he was like, "You'd be great. You'd be great at it."
Yeah. You gotta say,
go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds.
But yeah, I'm having a ball. I'm having a good time.
Go Birds.
The comedy scene is definitely bigger than in Portland, Maine.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah, it was like because last night's mic because it was snowing, so it was like a pretty slow night.
Not that much snow though.
I know, and everyone was staying inside.
Yeah,
and there were like I think 15 people at the mic, all comics.
Yeah,
it's like that's. Then they kept being like, "Hey, usually it's a lot better. Like definitely come back next week. Like it's usually a lot better for the like, dude. This is every mic in Maine.
Yeah, exactly.
This is every night of the week.
This is 80% of the shows in Maine.
Yeah. I've had this. If this was a show turnout, I'd be like, oh great.
Yeah,
we didn't completely fail tonight.
I fucking made it.
I'm a success. So yeah, we got to get out of Maine, man. No offense, but
no, Maine's great, but not. If you want to do stand-up comedy, if you have the hottest podcast in the fucking world.
I hope people listen to this.
They won't, but that's okay.
They will.
You gotta, it's like a fucking plant. You gotta grow it.
Right.
You gotta water it. You gotta think that it's the stupidest thing in the world to buy the plant.
Right. And then everyone's like, "Oh, look at how small your plant is, you fucking idiot." No one likes your stupid fucking plant.
People in Wisconsin,
so tired of seeing your fucking plant every fucking day.
People in Wisconsin from high school are like, "Why the fuck is he growing a plant?"
I might as well throw him $10. I feel bad for him and his plant.
No, it's cool. I don't know. It's good to have plants.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you need to have a tiny little plant.
Yeah,
that grows into something. That hopefully doesn't disappoint your father.
You ever go on a date with a woman who has like 80 million plants?
I like those girls.
It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I go in there. I go, wow.
I get it. Like,
wow, that's a lot of plants.
Like, I remember seeing like there was this woman like walking down the road, and she was wearing like a baby on her front, and then she was wearing a baby, like bib baby bib.
Yeah.
And then like 2 dogs, and then this has nothing to do with plants, but like I just looked at her. I'm like, I bet she's got like 80 plants in her house.
Yeah,
and there was just something so like hot about like just a chick with life. She's just making life happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're into motherhood.
I'm into ladies with vitality.
Yeah. That's cool. But I mean, the flip side of that is like if you have a baby and 2 dogs, you're probably screaming at things a lot of the time.
It's chaos.
Yeah. What kind of dogs?
Looking at her like she's so tranquil, like huskies.
Oh
like,
my God.
Apartment dwelling huskies.
Yeah. That's someone who like can't have a gun like legally.
Oh, no, they can't. They shouldn't be. You can't. Hot take. You should not have an apartment dwelling dog. I'm sorry.
No, especially
unless
not
it's
a
like
husky.
small. Yeah, small dog's fine, but like a fucking husky.
It's weird to me that like different breeds of like there's certain breeds of dogs where like this one's annoying.
Right. Yeah, these are always annoying.
Yeah, like Dalmatians and Huskies, they're gonna piss you off a lot.
Well,
Be ready
Huskies,
for that.
have you seen the video of like it's like a husky that has like an Italian accent?
No.
It's like, that doesn't sound Italian.
It doesn't sound Italian
No,
at all.
I'm doing the finger thing. Like,
Oh, okay. Is the dog doing that too?
Yeah. He's doing it with his tail. He's like,
Yeah.
arrivederci. You
Yeah.
know?
Fecilianzo.
Give me my Kibbliano. God damn, I fucking suck at comedy, dude.
Jesus Christ. Damn. He's got the cold that makes you think you're bad at stand-up.
I'm in a brain fog. What if it's a cold that has you see reality for a little bit?
Damn.
What about that?
Was this fucking Dark Souls? Was this Bloodborne?
What is that? Is that a... You got to explain that reference to me.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been doing open mics, and then after open mics, we've been coming home and we've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I love me some Curb,
and it's a great show, one of the best. But
hot take.
We've been getting to a repeated argument about is Larry David hot?
It's crazy that this is an argument.
No, because there is a thing that happens in movies and TV shows where a man will write a film or TV show where they're the main character, and they write it so that all of their love interests are way hotter than they are. And it gets to the point where it's like, you ever see Chef?
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Exactly. Yeah. So Jon Favreau wrote and starred in Chef, and he wrote it where his ex-wife is Sofia Vergara and his girlfriend is Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
And he was just like, that's believable.
Well, let's see here. Jon Favreau. Net worth.
Okay, no, because these are like you're talking about Hollywood people. They all have money. They all have money. They're all hot and they all have money. Because if you're in this sphere, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of money because they all have money. You can have money and hot people, so it's not believable anymore.
Well, in the movie, he's a chef, right?
Yeah.
He has a food truck.
He's a bad boy chef with a food truck.
Dude, that guy gets a ton of pussy.
Not from Scarlett Johansson and Sofia Vergara.
Who's Scarlett Johansson dating now? Oh, let's see who Sofia Vergara's dating now. I'm telling you, man, women date men that are less hot than them all the time. That's what happens.
It's not about that. It's about you're trying to pick something that is believable to the average person. Okay. That's not believable to the average person.
Chef is a little bit ridiculous. I'll give you that. Larry David is a hot guy.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not a hot guy.
Think Larry David is attractive.
No, they fucking don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Who has told you that they think Larry David's hot? I can call a woman
right now, and they would tell me that they're hot.
Call her.
Where's my phone?
I don't know. Probably with all the hot guys. Who are you calling?
I'll call someone.
All right, folks, we're going to call a woman that Chris knows that thinks Larry David's hot.
Women find Larry David attractive.
No, they find him funny. They find him very funny.
Attractive.
No, you said he's hot.
Yes, he's a hot guy.
Call up a woman.
I'm going to call a woman right now.
Call up a woman right now.
I don't know a lot of women.
Yeah, I know. I'm calling you on this bluff.
The only woman that I frequently contacted dumped me.
Call her.
I can't call her. But hey, babe, not babe, ex-babe. Can you settle an argument, please?
Don't call her.
I'm not calling a woman. But
who else were you going to call?
I don't know.
Oh, so you didn't have a woman who thinks Larry David's hot?
I just don't know any, Pat. I'm going through a hard time.
All right, we can change the subject.
No.
All right, so, okay. So,
what about Larry David is not attractive?
He's scrawny. He's bald. He's old.
I think there are some women that like that.
Okay. In the show, he is dating... What's her fucking name? God damn it. Why am I blanking on this? We just watched the one last night. Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
He's dating Elizabeth Banks in the show as Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
And yes, I did look up her husband in real life, and he is not the most attractive guy, but that doesn't mean that it's believable to the average person that Elizabeth Banks, the actress, would start fucking an 80-year-old frail man.
He's like 70 and he's worth almost $1 billion.
You keep saying the money?
Yeah. Oh, the thing that world runs on?
Look up Elizabeth Banks' net worth. I guarantee you it's millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's not almost $1 billion. It's 50 million.
But that does no one does that where it's like, oh, I have $50 million, but I'd really love to date a guy with $1 billion.
I think there are women who would like that.
Well, I think maybe your view is jaded.
I don't think it's I mean, why wouldn't you want to, dude?
If you could date Larry David or Jason Momoa, which one would you pick?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Larry David.
Okay, if you could date Ryan Reynolds or Larry David, who would you pick?
Being actually funny, that is I wish I knew what that was like.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, man, women find Larry David attractive. I'm not backing down on this.
Okay, but if you watch the entire show, it is a string of women who are all drastically more attractive than he is.
But that's what women are more attractive than men.
Yeah, what? Yeah, you like women.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here in this fucking city of brotherly love.
The city of brotherly love, dude. I'm not. My brain is not working correctly.
Mm-hmm. You've been visited by the plague.
I've been visited by the plague. The plague's touched me.
The plague has touched you twice now.
Plague's touched me twice.
The plague has arguably molested you.
I came a little bit from the plague.
I love the plague now.
That makes it. The plague keeps telling me, he's like, well, you came. It's like, well, plague. Never mind. This is getting dark.
Yeah. But it has been funny. Like once a day, you'll be like, I'm back. Like 2 hours later, you'll be like, I'm no longer back. It turns out I'm not back.
It's unbelievable how back I am. Let's see what else here. Here's a fun thing about Philly.
Yeah.
Notice we are minorities here.
Yeah, that is a fun thing.
I like that.
No, I don't.
I've never been a minority before.
How do you like it?
You know, I feel like they were fixating on that a lot.
They were at the it definitely came up a lot.
Yeah,
which like is. Here was another thing that happened at the open mic. There was another guy who was like about to go up, and then someone who was already up looked at him and was like, "You're a really attractive guy. You're too attractive to be a comedian." Mm-hmm. It's like, I know that I'm not too attractive to be a comedian, but I did kind of hope that he'd be like, "You're not bad. You're not too bad yourself." You know.
I was like, please, please come on. That guy was very hot though.
He was a cute guy. Was he good at comedy?
No, terrible.
But.
Terrible. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. I mean, it's a tough night. Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't very good at all.
No, because I don't know. Like I feel like I do that a lot. Whereas like there's like a comic in Maine, friend of the pod, Caleb Theodore Sherman, yes. who will sometimes talk about the types of guys that they're into, mm-hmm. and then it's always described as like a big, like bigger than me, can like pick me up and fucking throw me around every time.
They are 6'5".
Yeah, they're 6'5", really big, very strong. Every time I was kind of like, pick me.
Yeah, I think they have said that they find us attractive.
There was one time where it was me and two other comedians. And then someone else asked them, the least good looking one of the three of us said, who is the most attractive of the three of us? And then they looked at all of us and they're like, it's between Pat and the third guy, where it was like the least attractive one was like, who do you think? And they're like, well, not you.
Not you.
Yeah.
To answer your question, not you.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I feel like that happened more in high school, where it's like you're more just like overtly judged on like how you look, and I'm glad that that's no longer a thing.
I just don't even. Once I lost my hair, I was just like, it's
game over. Yeah, dude. Now that I'm losing my hair, there's times where I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, dude, it's gonna get so bad.
You can pull off being bald
for now.
What do you mean for now? Is you think your head's gonna morph into a fucking like?
No, but it's like being bald is fine when that's the one thing wrong with you. But then when it's like, and your skin's bad, and your
skin's not bad.
Fucking out of shit. I'm saying it's gonna get bad.
Why is your skin gonna get bad?
I'm trying to do a bit.
What's gonna be?
I don't know. I'm fucking Irish and I don't moisturize. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get tough. I'm gonna look like Skeletor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't that have been better if you didn't fucking push back on every part of that?
I thought we were arguing now.
Not the whole time.
We're in argue mode.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. You will look like shit.
Thank you. I will.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
You look disgusting. Nah, but it's yeah, I'm fine. having no hair. To be honest, I think honestly, if I could grow hair, I would still shave it. To be honest,
Really?
I would. Okay, so like Frank Ocean's hair in the Blonde album cover.
Yeah, of course.
I would like that. That would be cool.
Yeah,
I would love to do some like fun colors sometimes, but it's like I could just paint my scalp.
See, like my thing is, I would love to have my hair come back. I'm just not willing to do any of the things that you have to do to make it come back.
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah, it's like you take Rogaine and then you have to take it forever.
Yeah, exactly. Or it all goes immediate. Yeah. Or like, I'm not going to fucking fly to Turkey and pay $8,000 for them to like jab hair back into me. It's just, who cares?
Because like you still have hair. But like for me, it's like everyone's going to know. You know? Like I'm a bald guy now.
It's not even about that though. Like, I mean, I feel like no matter what, if you go and do that, you can't explain away being gone for 2 months and then coming back with a full head of hair, you know, where it's like, because at that point it's like, it doesn't even matter. Like you could just tell everyone, hey, I'm going to go get hair back and then leave and then come back. But it's like, it's just not like in my head. Like if I got cancer, I would be like, there's plenty of stuff to do. There's plenty of medicine, but it's like with losing my hair, it's like, what are you going to do? It's God's will. Right. This is what he wants.
Well, yeah. I mean, one of them kills you and the other is just like a inconvenience.
Yeah. So. But it's just the fact where it's like one, I completely believe in the power of science. And the other one, I'm just like, no, it's fate.
It is wild to me that like someone like LeBron James, like worth over $1 billion, you're like the greatest basketball player of all time. And he's insecure about his hair.
Wow, man.
He's like fucking, he was doing like bizarre cover-ups and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, buddy, just fucking shave it. You're fucking LeBron James.
I know.
Shave it off. Who gives
I mean,
a shit?
you know, not the greatest of all time, but you know.
Oh, we're doing this now?
Larry Bird. So
Larry Bird.
Larry Legend.
Oh my God.
That's because like I don't give a shit about sports at all. So my favorite thing to do is just I pick one athlete in every sport, and just anytime it comes up, that I just talk about that one person.
You always advocate for the white basketball player and the black hockey player.
It's not about being white. It's so like baseball, Big Papi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Papi.
Yep.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time. Yeah. Designated hitter, Boston Red Sox from some year to some year.
Yeah.
Hockey, Wayne Gretzky. Cuban.
Wayne Gretzky's Cuban?
No. I don't know anything about
I would have believed you.
I would assume Canadian or
probably
Ukrainian. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. If you could be a pro athlete in any sport, what would it be?
Tennis.
You want to be a professional tennis player?
I'd be a professional tennis player.
That'd be cool.
I'd do challengers. I'd have sex with Zendaya. I'd ask her to coach me. She'd say no. She'd spit on me and she'd punch me in the head. We'd have sex in my van.
I would have someone follow me around with a speaker playing the
that music was sick. Yeah,
it was.
It's fun. I went to go see that in theaters with my girlfriend, and I've exclusively only seen like the horniest movies ever made with her. I've not even on purpose. Like I saw that. We saw. What was the one with the fucking mansion?
Oh, Saltburn.
We saw Saltburn together. Oh, dude, I remember I bought white Wrangler pants, and I bought them at a thrift store. And then my girlfriend kept being like, "Those are really good. You should wear those." And every time I put them on, I'd be like, "What? Who the fuck am I kidding? Wearing fucking white Wranglers?" And then we went to go see Saltburn. I was like, "I'm gonna put on the Wranglers." And then I wore them, and I was like, I look so stupid right now. And then I got rid of them the next day.
Yeah, white pants. That's tough.
It's one that like you ever had that? Like you ever like see clothes where it's like I'd love to be a guy that could pull those off, but you just can't. You just can't do it.
Going back to the hair thing a little bit, I would love to have a fucking mullet and a dangly cross earring.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That's something I'd love to pull off. Also, I love the fucking shit. I'm trying to remember what it was. There's an article of clothing like, God damn, the male crop top. I see guys wearing them like, oh fuck, I wish I could pull that off.
That's not really a hair thing though.
No, just clothes.
Just a style thing.
Just
Okay,
I would love to have mullet, dangly hoop earring, or cross earring, crop top, fucking like tight pants.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You look like Harry Styles.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember I bought like a pair of overalls. And every time I'm like, God damn, I want to be a guy who wears overalls.
You always get so many compliments on those overalls too. You do pull them off.
I do, but then I also get people who are just like, what are you doing? Like one time I wore them to a show, and then one of the, like a female comic on the show was just like, that's an interesting thing to wear. I was like, what
is it?
What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, you're in Maine. That's
Yeah.
a Maine. That's a classic Maine fit. Look like a
But like
lobster.
that, it's a classic fit if you like work for a living, not if you have like a fucking email computer job, you know?
Email computers.
Not if you have fucking overalls from like Forever 21. You know?
I did so little work today.
Good.
It was
You
just fucking-
shouldn't.
Just a fuck. It is wild how, because I've been feeling shitty all day, just can't get myself to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
And then like the second we're like doing this, I'm like, all right, good. Like the fog is like
You got
lifted
energized.
temporarily. It's coming back. It's getting real foggy up here. To be honest with you. I'm sorry if this episode sucks. I'm really not doing great.
It's fine.
To be honest with you, but
yeah.
I'm gonna power through. We're gonna hit a mic after this. And then I think I'm probably gonna
go home. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
This has not been great for me.
Yeah, dude, it's I hate that the plague keeps visiting upon you.
I hate that the plague won't stop making me come a little bit.
That's right.
Plague. What else? You reading any books?
I've been reading. I've been getting really into.
I didn't think you would read, actually.
Yeah, I've been reading. I've been reading Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy.
That's a joyful, peppy, a little peppy stuff.
Funny enough, it's not.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny to get into like media that's like it's like I feel like there's like a type of guy that's just like the easiest guy to make fun of, where it's like, what's your favorite movie? Fight Club. And it's like shit like that. Or it's like, I like loves the Fast and Furious and where it's like shit where it's like just very like fake bullshit, like intellectual stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Blood Meridian gets lumped in with that. And it's like, it's a good book, but it's so fucked up. It's so dark.
So it's like, because it's about like these guys in the West hunting down like Native Americans, right? Is that what it's about?
Yeah, basically. So actually, little history corner for you.
History corner.
Full Patty's
We're
history
back in the
corner.
corner.
So do you know the term filibuster?
I do.
Do you know where it comes from?
Philadelphia.
No. I was gonna say close, but not at all. But so it's I don't know how it ended up being a term for, like speaking on like a bill in Congress, so you can't anymore, but it comes from people illegally invading other countries while not affiliated with like the military at all. So like
it's American tradition, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did it all the time. But yeah, so like it's basically about this kid from the West who joins like a filibuster party into Mexico, run by this like ex-colonel or whatever. But yeah, basically their mission is to go in there and then like collect scalps from Native Americans to turn in for money, but they're all exceptionally bad people. So basically it's like, we're just gonna go town to town and kill everybody we can and just cut off their scalp and then like sell them. So they're like constantly being like attacked by people, running away from people. But it's like, it's all these like deep metaphors about like how they like love violence and like all they care about is violence, where it's like they'll just, get drunk all the time and like not care about anything but like having like cool weapons and like killing people or whatever. And then it's funny because like I've heard things where it's like Dune, you saw Dune, right? So it's like the two books that are like really hard to make into movies are Dune and Blood Meridian. And they finally did it with Dune, but like Blood Meridian, they just can never do because it's just so violent and like so fucked up.
I mean,
but,
they made Inglourious Bastards. They really can't do Blood Meridian.
There's a lot of like kid stuff in Blood Meridian too. Yeah. But it has the coolest villain. Not cool because he's a bad guy, but they have a very interesting villain called the Judge.
The Judge.
No, not a dude, because he's the one. He's the one doing. He's the one doing kid stuff. But he is a giant pale man who's very smart.
Sounds like someone else I know.
But I don't do the
you don't do the
I don't do the bad stuff.
The dilla-doo.
Yeah.
The little the giving dimmadome.
But no, it's one of those books where it's like I'm almost done with it. So at this point it's kind of like I just kind of want to be able to tell people I finished it,
It was pretty brutal. Why the scalp? Why is it like? Can't you just get like a piece of a finger? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand that.
A little bit of overkill there.
Yeah, I don't need the whole thing.
Yeah, and it might get stinky.
Yeah.
I bet everything smelled so bad back there.
I imagine like the logic is like, well, if you get the scalp, then they can't still be alive. But it's like, let's put a hat on. Someone takes my scalp. Just put a beanie on.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. It'll grow back.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably not.
But no,
I hope they make a movie out of that so I can finally watch it.
Hopefully. I don't know if it'd be a pleasant movie to watch. If I'm being honest. You ever see The Road?
No.
Oh, really?
These are all Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, he also wrote No Country for Old Men.
Oh, love that.
Good, fucking great movie.
Fantastic. Yeah. Hey, hot take. I may not look like the kind of guy that loves No Country for Old Men.
I'll be honest, you look exactly like the kind of guy who loves No Country. Yeah,
that's. I took a class on the Coen brothers.
Damn,
I paid money to take a Coen brothers film class.
Dude, film school was so fucking stupid to do. It was so fucking dumb.
It was fun. I had a good time. I had a little too much fun, I think.
Like I had the mindset of just like, I'm going to get a job that just requires a degree. It doesn't matter. I like movies.
You know what's funny is when I was in college, like the thought of getting a job like did not even cross my mind until like second semester senior year.
Really?
Like I just did not even consider the fact that I had to get a job.
What do you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I literally just did not think that far at all.
Yeah.
Which is probably bad.
Yeah, things are working out.
Fine,
who cares?
Yeah.
I remember I took a class on Alfred Hitchcock, like Alfred Hitchcock movies, which good movies.
Just Alfred Hitchcock's like favorite foods or something.
Well, you learned a lot about what a creep and what a weirdo he was, which was interesting. So he had a really weird relationship with his mom, where so he would into his like late 20s, he would get done with whatever he was doing that day. He'd go to his mom's house. He'd go into her room and stand at the foot of her bed and just tell her everything he did that day. And they'd be like, all right, good night, Mom. And then he'd go back to his house and go to bed.
How far away was his house? Like an hour and a half?
No, but it's like, could you imagine like dating Alfred Hitchcock? And he's like, I've had a really great day with you. I got to go tell my mom about everything I did today. I'll see you later.
Everything? You're going to tell him about the weird fight we had today for like no reason.
Yeah. But then the other weird thing I learned about him was I think it was, did you ever see Marnie? His movie Marnie?
I'm going to be straight with you. I don't think I've seen a single Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Really?
Not one.
You ever saw North by Northwest?
Is that the one where he's like in a field?
Yeah, with the plane. Yeah,
I saw the remake of it on Family Guy.
Okay, that's not really what a remake is.
I saw that joke that they had.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyway, long story short, he was making this movie, and then he had a guy writing the script for him, and let's just say Alfred Hitchcock wanted a not okay sex scene in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Not okay.
We can bleep this. He wanted a rape scene in the movie, and then the screenwriter was like, how about we not do that? And then Alfred Hitchcock was like, no, let's put it in the movie. And then this guy was just like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write two scenes I'm going to write two, parts of the script for the movie. One's going to have this thing that you're insisting on for some weird reason. The other is not. And I think that's the better way to go.
Right.
And then you tell me which one you want to do. And then Alfred Hitchcock was like, we're going to do the one with the thing I want in there. And the guy was like, all right, I quit.
Well, then good for them.
Yeah. But it's just like, why do you want that?
Yeah. So like in this class, did it ever elaborate on like why he has such a weird dynamic with his mom? Like, did it get into like what his childhood was like? Like, sounds like a man who was abused in some way.
I don't know if he was abused. I think he was just a little freak, little freakazoid.
They didn't dig.
I'm sure they did. I probably just forgot.
Skip that class.
I just remember it was. We had to read a book about him, and I chose one that was called "The Dark Side of Genius," And then I read that and I was like, wow, there is a dark side to genius, huh? Good thing I don't have that.
Yeah. You miss me with that genius stuff.
How about the fun side of mediocrity?
Yeah.
How about that?
How about the dark side of being a disappointment?
That's right.
Sign me up for that one. Yeah. Who's your favorite director?
Probably the Coen brothers.
Yeah?
I'm a white guy. I like the Coen brothers.
I'm a white guy with glasses and a
That's
mustache.
right.
I love the
I
Coens.
like the Coen brothers.
I thought you'd say Tarantino, but
No, I mean, I like his movies, but it's honestly, if anything, it's more just like a thing where I don't want to be like, I love Quentin Tarantino.
You're just too much of the.
I'll tell you what, the stuff he does in movies, I like that.
But the guy who doesn't want to be a basic ass Tarantino is a guy who loves the Coen brothers. Like that
yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, but like I've never seen Ethan Coen like lick feet in a movie. I
don't think we're watching the same movies.
It's true.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah. You ever see From Dusk Till Dawn?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's the one where Tarantino licks feet.
He licks.
Who's
the actress that he licks?
I mean, once I explain it, it's kind of like I do that too. But it's Salma Hayek in her prime.
Oh my god!
And she pours tequila down her leg into his mouth. So he's like sucking on her toe, and then she's pouring tequila down into it. Where it's like,
and he wrote that in.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's just so cringy where it's just like anytime there's feet or saying the N word, he's like, I'll handle this.
These are my two favorite things.
Yeah.
that scene in Pulp Fiction's fucking insane.
Which one?
Do you see a sign on my garage that says yeah. How did no one call you out for this? How did he get away with that?
I don't understand. I don't understand at all.
Just no reason.
Yeah.
Just apropos of nothing.
Yeah.
And then like Django, I mean, great movie, but like
it didn't. You don't need that many. Yeah, you don't need that. It's crazy.
You're just it's like you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah.
You give a Quentin the end pass, and boy,
I don't even think anyone gave him the pass. I think
Samuel gave him the pass. I like to think that he did.
Yeah, wasn't Kendrick Lamar really mad about that? Like in Django? I remember in a song.
I'm sure he didn't appreciate it.
I wouldn't appreciate
Kendrick's
it.
mad about a lot of things.
It's true.
Oh, Kung Fu Kenny.
That's right.
Super Bowl halftime show would be cool.
Oh, he's doing Super Bowl?
Yeah, he's doing the Super Bowl. Oh.
Shut up, Chris. It's the news.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
the
up.
news is broken. We broke the news.
We got some confidently wrong news coming live at you right now.
News, folks. The breaking news bulletin coming at you live. We have news breaking. The news is breaking. Holy fuck. The news is breaking. What do you have for us today, Garrett?
Yeah, so our first news story today, an arrest warrant. Okay, this is out of Connecticut, North Stonington.
Those aren't good.
An arrest warrant describes the behavior of a man accused of riding past a church with a sex toy on his helmet.
Huh.
So, other than being a general menace to society, would you guys feel comfortable harassing a local church like this?
I guess my question is like, did he just happen to ride by a church, or was he going out of his way to like present it to a church?
Either way, I don't see what the crime is.
Yeah. Well, what was a sex toy? Because like, there's some where it's it's very mechanical, just getting down to business. There's some that are a bit, if it's because I remember when Avatar came out, they were doing like Avatar themed sex toys. If you got one of those, go to prison forever. Get locked up forever.
I think, if he was he like riding a bike, then you pedal it and it goes up and down.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit.
You know what?
The contraption from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. Show me the crime. What's the crime?
What's the crime?
What's the crime? No, I encourage this. I think everyone should go by their local church and shove something up their ass. I like to go to church with something in my ass.
Yeah.
And no one knows.
Also, if you live in Connecticut, what else are you going to do?
Yeah. What is there to do in Connecticut but harass local churches and strap sex toys to your fucking helmet?
I've been to Connecticut. There's not a lot going on.
To do.
Yeah.
Just go to a casino and harass the church.
I could go to a casino. You know what? I could go to a casino with what are those like those? They have the like it's like a remote control toy where it's like you put it in your butt or in your vagina, and then someone else like hits the button.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd go to a casino with one of those.
that'd be cool.
Hit a jackpot.
I'd love to date a girl that likes to do that.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't at all.
do it at the most inopportune times.
I gotta tell you, I would immediately be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
like she's in a meeting. Turbo. She's like presenting.
That would you actually like that?
I would like it for maybe a day.
Okay, so no.
I would get pretty tired of it.
So your answer is no.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, because it's like it seems like performative, you know.
Yeah,
It's like this isn't for you to like have fun.
well, the performance is for them. You know, like they're getting off on the performance.
It seems more like it's like I want people to like know that I'm kinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of it. What kind of church was it? Did it say what denomination of church?
What type of
'Cause,
arrangement?
Like if
was
it's
it?
like the Westboro Baptist Church, like who cares?
It was
You
an evangelical church.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah. We should all. Hey, folks, if you're listening to this, look up that church and mail them sex toys.
That's right.
Bombard them
Well,
with sex
also,
toys.
like, let's not pretend that any kids who are at like Sunday school at that church that wasn't the most exciting thing they've seen at church ever.
Yeah.
You
just
know,
made a bunch of kids dead.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, when we were growing
Yeah.
up, we were living in rural Wisconsin. We had, Wisconsin Dells. We had nothing to do.
Nothing going
Pat
on.
And I and a buddy, we walked from our house to Walmart
Which was like 5 miles.
just to something.
Just have
to do.
something. Yeah,
And we found a dildo on the side of the road.
it was
And
glorious.
that was the highlight of our summer.
It was just nothing else. Just that happening. We laughed about it for 8 hours.
That was like the funniest thing that had ever happened.
Yeah.
So I think whoever was riding on that bike with a sex toy on their head, they gave those kiddos a pleasant memory that they'll never forget.
You brought him a miracle.
And maybe they saw God that day.
Maybe.
Maybe what if God was a dildo strapped to my helmet? Just a stranger on a bus.
That's right.
You know? What else you got for us today?
All right, our next news story. So United Airlines business class passenger urinates on stranger midway through long haul flight before begging him to not press charges. Would you press charges on this man?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. But it is funny to do that and then back down,
Right.
you know, where it's like, how do you think you're coming back from that?
I'm so fucking sorry.
Yeah,
Well, it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this is probably not very funny, but just kind of like a legal question. It's kind of like what is the difference between something where it's like, do you want to press, like the cops ask you if you want to press charges versus just like, hey, we're pressing charges. Like you fuck, like, how is it not just like why is that up to the guy, you know? Because like, hey, like you whipped your dick out and pissed on someone on an airplane, you're going to jail. Because like nowadays, if you like are rude to a stewardess, you go to prison.
That is, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get executed on the plane.
Yeah. The air marshal has like a sword and kills you.
Just immediately. But I have so many. This is the thing with these news stories. It's like I have so many fucking questions.
Yeah.
Like, was the guy not letting him out of the row? And he's like, I
true.
gotta pee. And he's like, well, I'm not moving. And so he took his dick out and pissed. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know what? That man's a hero. He stood up for himself.
He's a hero.
He pissed on the guy.
Yeah.
What if he was on fire? What if he accidentally set himself on fire
Mhm.
and the stewardesses were slacking and they didn't hand out the complimentary water and treats, and so he had to use what he had. He had to piss out of his damn penis
He had
and
to
put out the fire.
maybe.
There's a lot of questions here. I'm
There's
not
a lot
going to
of
write
questions
this
here.
man off
Yeah.
without all the information in front of me.
Here's my question about airplanes though. What's your favorite snack on the airplanes?
That's your question.
That's my question.
Pretzels.
What?
Yeah, I like
Pretzels?
or the biscotti cookie.
Yeah. I mean,
Biscotti cookie. It's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I was just curious.
going back. There's one time I flew out to Atlanta for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It was one of those, fly out New Year's Eve morning, fly back New Year's Day, just 24 hours,
Jesus Christ.
pack light. And so I'm in the back of a Spirit Airlines flight. It's 3 of us, and you could tell that all 3 of us in the back were doing the same thing, 24 hours. And I'm on the aisle seat, and the guy at the end of the row, he's like, gesturing. He's like, asking me to move so we can go to the bathroom. And you know me, I'm polite as fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna get out of your way so fast.
Midwest boy, yeah.
Got out of the way as fast as possible. And the second I turned away from this guy, fucking vomits everywhere.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. And the guy next to him, 24 hours. He only brought 1 pair of pants. So this man's stuck on the flight,
just in vomit covered pants.
Other guys vomit on his pants. But then we got comped front row seats.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool.
Okay.
So if you want to puke on, you got pissed on, but now you're in the front row.
True.
So who's the real victim here?
That's right. Probably that guy. Yeah. I remember. I think the most annoying thing that happens to me on flights is when someone takes my window seat on purpose and acts like they don't know that they're doing it. You ever had that happen to you?
But like, just sit, you have the ticket, right?
Yeah. So like, I was getting on a plane one time, and I'm like right in the back. Like I think I'm in like the very like furthest back row. So I'm walking and I'm looking at my ticket, and I'm like, it's like a 15-year-old girl, and I'm like, they're fucking sitting in my seat. And then I walk over. I'm just kind of like, I look at my ticket, I look at them, they look at me. I'm just kind of like, whatever. And I don't say anything. I just sit in the middle seat, and then another person like gets in like the aisle seat. And then I don't know why this happened, but like for some reason, one of the like a steward comes by and like points at the girl who's in my seat. Just kind of like, is that the seat that you're supposed to be in? And she was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I was kind of like, no, you're fucking not, you fucking liar. Right. And he's like, then he looks at me and he's like, sir, what seat are you in? And I was like, well, I'm supposed to be in that seat, but she's in that seat. He's like, I don't really care. And then he's just like making this big deal about just being like, what seat are you supposed to be in? And I'm like, this one. And then like the girls like all of a sudden be like, oh, I don't know. I thought this was my seat. And I wanted to be like, you're such a fucking liar. But I was just like, I don't care. Like, it's fine. And then I was just steaming the entire time because it's like, I hate, just admit to it. Just stand up for yourself and say, hey, I deserve the window seat. And I don't care about this man who's supposed to have it.
Why don't you stand up for yourself and say, hey, little girl, get out of my seat?
Because I don't care that much, you know.
It sounds like you cared a lot. You were steaming the whole time.
I didn't care until she was doing this like Babe in the Woods routine, where it was like, oh, what? This isn't my assigned seat.
But it's funny to act like there's any confusion. It says aisle.
Yeah,
on the
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Window. Yeah, or bitch.
Yeah,
when you're in the middle.
She was bitch. I was window, and it's like, if you want to take it, I don't care that much. Honestly, if it was like an adult, I probably would have been like, you're in my seat, let's switch. But I was like, who cares? But then it's like, once you do this Babe in the Woods routine, that's when I'm like, fuck you. Right. I hope the air marshal kills you with a sword.
Well, would you like it more if she like looked you in the eyes? Is like, I'm taking this seat, and there is nothing you can do about it because I'm a widow girl.
Up until that last part, I probably
be like,
yeah,
no, you're getting.
No, I mean, if there's like, hey, I wanted the window, is that cool with you? I would have been like, yeah, I don't care at all. That would have been the best way to handle it. Was like, hey, I sat here, is that fine? You know, or honestly, you could have just been like, I've never been near a window before. Is it okay if I sit here?
Wait, that's a window?
That's a window? What's out there?
What?
Yeah.
No, a good move, honestly, is to let her take the window seat and then just smush her the entire time.
Yeah. Just elbow her. Just hurt her.
Yeah. When I was a kid on the school bus in like elementary school, this kid that was bullying me, he would just constantly squash me against the fucking seats because I kept saying he smelled bad. So he's like,
I'll do it.
Yeah. And for Christmas, I gave him a stick of deodorant. I didn't do that, but I told everyone I did.
Oh, okay.
Really funny.
I was gonna say, why'd you get him a Christmas present?
I was like in 4th grade.
There was one time I was on the bus, and this kid was bullying me. I think he was telling people that I had a crush on someone that I didn't have a crush on, and then I got so mad, I just turned around, I just bonked him on the head. Ooh. And I really hurt my hand really bad.
But then everyone thought you liked the girl. Then,
yeah,
yeah,
probably.
Was she cute?
It was.
Oh,
Bleep that.
you can censor that. Yeah. Okay, I remember her.
Yeah.
Neighborhood gal.
Yeah.
I remember we were quote unquote dating in 7th grade.
Oh, that's right.
And I wanted to break up with her, and then Peter was like, "Can I break up with her for you?" And then he called her and said, "Hey, have you ever seen that movie, He's Just Not That Into You?
I remember that.
You should give it a watch."
Dude, like middle school breakups were like, it's just it's like a weird intersection where it's like you like people, but you also like don't really understand empathy yet. You know what I mean? Because I remember, so like I dated someone in 6th grade. It was like my first girlfriend, and we dated for like 2 weeks. And then I just kind of like wasn't really into it anymore. But like I didn't know how to like break up with someone. And I remember I had homeroom with her best friend, and then she was like, "Hey, how are things going?" And I was kind of like, "Oh, it's going okay." And then she was like, "You're not really into it anymore, are you?" And I was like, "No, I got to be honest. I just don't really feel the same way anymore. It's been 2 weeks. Obviously, my emotions have completely changed." Yeah. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, well, I mean, like, we're really close. Do you want me to like let her down easy for you?" And I was like in 6th grade, so I was like, "That would be amazing. Like, I don't have to do the conversation myself. That'd be delightful." And but I was like, what are you going to say? And then she was like, "Well, I was going to tell her, like, it's been great. You really care for her a lot, but you just don't really see like a future in this." And I was like,
so funny, like, what's been great?
Yeah.
Like, holding hands in the hallway.
I mean, hey, we played Dance Dance Revolution in gym class all the time. That was pretty awesome.
Great.
But yeah, so she's like, "Oh, this is what I'll tell her." And then I go home. I go to school the next day. I get a note in my locker that says, "I do not accept the breakup." And then we had gym class, and she kicked me in the shin really, really fucking hard. And I was like, something's gone awry here.
And then you liked her even more.
No, I went and I like saw her friend. And I was like, "What did you say?" And she said like, "Oh, I saw her at the bus." I said, "Pat's done with you."
Such a bait and switch.
I know, right?
like being explained that I'm going to do this in a very like mature and like communicative way.
I know, right?
And then just, I'm not going to do any of that.
It's also just so funny to like have a relationship where like you never even held hands or kissed, and it's like he's done with you.
It's been
like,
great.
What I get,
I don't see a future.
Yeah.
Me, 12 years old.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Yeah, I remember dating in 6th grade, and all it was just not talking to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just like seeing all 6th grade dating was like walking in the hallway and having a mini panic attack when you walk by the girl. That was all it was. For me.
There was like, same here.
And then, sorry, real quick, but then it was that, and then there was one couple in 6th grade that like actually fucked, and we're all just
in
like
6th grade.
It was insane.
Oh my god!
It's like that's
crazy.
That is not good.
I remember there was just one time where she like had my home phone number and called, and I was like, fuck. How'd she get the fucking number?
Yeah. How did she get the number?
You were friends with her brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we had the house phone number for that. You gave it to her, and she was like, "Oh, it's me." And I'm like,
"It's me."
Fuck. Oh my god, it's my girlfriend.
Man. I remember being terrified like that, though.
Being terrified of women?
Yeah.
I
remember. Like, that was a long time ago.
Now look at us. God.
I'm not scared of you at all.
Even though
I tried to, you told me to call the woman earlier. I'm like, I'm drawing a blank.
Who could it be?
I got nothing.
Who could I possibly call?
Could I possibly call right now? But now I'm not going to call someone and be like, "Hey, you're on our podcast that no one listens to. Is Larry David hot?"
I mean, hey, I wasn't going to say do it. You said I'll call a woman right now. I called you on it.
Yeah, you did. You called my bluff.
Yeah, but that's what life is all about.
Yeah, it's about calling bluffs and being Ford tough. Garrett, what else? What else you got for us? You got any other breaking news?
This is breaking news right off the presses.
Break right off the presses.
So there is a Polish entrepreneur who has opened a professional cuddling salon. It's super popular. There's a wait list, and there's a strong warning against sex. Would you guys visit a cuddling salon?
No, never, ever.
if I'm paying, you gotta fuck me. I'm not gonna
That's
pay
your
someone
stance?
to cuddle.
My thing is the wait list bothers me a lot. Like if you're walking around in whatever city in Poland and you see that and you're like, I got 10 minutes, sure, I'll go cuddle. Like that is way more understandable to me than like signing up on a wait list to just get the chance to cuddle, just to feel something.
You're like camping out
outside
of the salon, like the new iPhones coming
you're
out.
calling them and you're like, has anyone canceled?
I'm on the way. Yeah. What are these ladies? What are they built like? I feel like to be like amazing cuddlers, you know,
Probably sturdy.
Yeah,
Probably
sturdy,
sturdy
big
gal.
old babushkas.
Yeah.
Strong hands from stirring goulash.
Probably.
Are these some of the gals? Oh wow,
I like your image of what Poland is. Damn. Okay.
You're telling me I can't fuck her?
Yeah, I think
Come
that's.
on.
I think that's what.
What are you paying for?
Cuddling?
Why?
Because she's hot.
Yeah, I want to fuck her. I don't want to cuddle.
I mean, I don't know.
What are we in 6th grade?
If it was 6th grade, you'd be afraid to talk to her.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. A service where you pay a woman and then you run away from her. Whenever you see her.
I vividly remember running away,
really
hiding in the bathroom. Like, she's so fucking hot. I'm so scared. I'm a very avoidant person.
Yeah,
I think a core memory I have was in kindergarten. I was supposed to. So, we lived in our little neighborhood. There's another neighborhood just across the street. And instead of going to our neighborhood, I had to go to my friends because my parents weren't home. There was a girl that I had a crush on.
Oh my God.
Kindergarten. I vividly remember getting off the bus and her dad's like, hey, Chris, come over here. And I just sprinted.
Yeah.
Sprinted home. And there's no one home. So I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know what
you're so damn.
Hung out outside.
I remember, I think I was in 2nd or 3rd grade and I just heard a rumor in school where someone was like, Brooke has a huge crush on Patrick. And I was like, holy shit, I'm Patrick.
It's me.
And I was like, I'm in love. I'm in love with Brooke. And then like a week later, I was like, fuck, I forgot that another guy moved to town whose name is Patrick.
Oh, it wasn't you.
It was him. Yeah, it was the other Patrick. And I was like, man, love's a lie, dude.
I'll never love anybody.
I'll never love anybody ever again.
That's sad. I'm sorry that happened.
I literally doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me at all.
You don't think about it ever?
I don't think about it ever at all. Late at night or like early in the morning when like I'm having a tough time going to sleep, I don't even think about it.
Love, a fickle mistress.
That's right.
What else you got for us, Garrett? Oh, did we lose Garrett?
Shit, did we?
No, I'm here.
Did lose Garrett?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you were gone for a second. Okay.
No, I was always here.
You never got. You got anything? You got anything else for us, Garrett?
Yeah, I've got one more thing for you guys. Apparently, there's this really big issue going on in Europe right now, involving Swedish gangs. And
Swedish gangs,
which are probably some of the nicest gangs you could ever meet.
Yeah.
But they are hiring young people, specifically minors, to carry out assassin missions because there are no laws in Sweden that will cause any of these young people to face any sort of legal issues.
That is crazy.
That sounds like a bunch of savvy businessmen.
Yeah.
Creating opportunities for the youth of Sweden.
I mean, but I just don't understand, like, the police have to give you a stern talking to, right? Like if you get caught shooting a guy 17 times in the head and you're a minor, like they have to be like, don't do that.
They take you to the station, they sit you down, they say, a Hergen-Durgen.
Nice. Shout out Casey Watson for his joke.
Because that's how they talk up there.
They give you a pack of I guess they just call them normal fish over there.
Say, now are you gonna kill anybody?
Yeah. You better not do that.
I don't know. What's the Swedish accent? I don't know what Swedish people sound like.
I have no idea.
Don't kill anybody, please.
Yeah.
Please don't kill anybody, please.
Klarna, IKEA.
They own Klarna?
I don't know.
No, they got the meatballs.
But no, I mean that is I don't know. I guess if it's between being able to send a 15-year-old to prison for the rest of their lives, or just no repercussions, maybe a little middle ground.
I think they're creating opportunities for the youth of Sweden.
It's true.
Getting in on the ground floor.
Yeah, what do you get paid for something like that
Pretty good.
to kill a man?
Yeah, that's right. There's not a lot to do in Sweden, too.
It's true, yeah.
Bored,
It's either wear clogs or be a miner who kills people.
Learn how to dance or assassinate someone. Maybe build Viking ships or sell drugs.
Or sell drugs and shoot people in the head.
I'm shooting people in the head.
Sweden is actually considered one of the happiest places on earth.
For now.
Yeah.
Until all these kids are running rampant, settling scores.
Or they're the happiest on earth, but don't they also have voluntary like euthanasia?
Yeah.
Kind of fixing the numbers there, huh?
It's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All the sad people on their way out.
Cut them out. And hey, sorry.
Sorry.
Hope you cheer up. Oh man. Well, hey, you want to go to Sweden?
No.
Pick up some work?
I really want to get killed by a child.
What are the gangs getting up to anyway? Because if they're so happy, there's probably not a big market for like.
Yeah, I didn't even think they'd kill anybody. I figured
use.
if anything, it'd be like they'd like slap you with like a fish.
Right. Or just like dunk you in the water for a little bit, maybe.
The issue is they're not sending these kids to commit crimes in Sweden. Like they're sending them out to other countries.
Oh. They're sending them out to where?
To other countries. So there was like some kids doing some crazy stuff in Spain, other locations that I can't recall. But
they're seeing the world.
They're traveling.
They're creating jobs. They're seeing the world.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to keep Sweden happy. They're not going to do it in their own backyard.
That's right. Sweden's not going to be happy on their own.
Yeah.
You gotta get out there.
You gotta get out
see
there.
The world.
You gotta see the world.
That's right. Well, I think it might be time for us to get out there and see the world.
I think it might be time. Yeah.
I think it might be high time. Well, this has been another episode of Confidently Wrong. I'm Chris.
I'm Pat. We
got producer Garrett on the ones and twos. And hopefully the plague will finally leave me the fuck alone.
I hope so.
For the next time. Leaves. This is the last one before you move.
Yeah. Hitting the Oregon Trail.
That's right. You're bringing Beller along with you, huh?
Bringing my sweet little angel cat with bad kidneys and a big heart on the road with me.
Well, best of luck to that. I'm sure that won't be annoying at all.
It's going to be a nightmare. I'm sure.
You should just bring a big pack of earplugs for everyone on the plane.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just going to get on the plane and be like, I hope everyone has headphones.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be tough.
You literally should actually have just, here's some just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's loud.
She's a loud girl.
You guys want to plug any shows that you're going to be doing here in the next few days or weeks?
Yeah. Let's see. What do I got going on here? This will be out next week. Oh, yeah. Come see me at Blue on Thursday night, the 16th. And Blue again on the 23rd.
Hell yeah.
Two Blues in a row, baby. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time.
By the time this drops, I will be in Portland, Oregon. So yeah, nothing for me scheduled, but hoping to hit the ground running and get some mics and get some shows under my belt. But yeah, if anyone is listening and they're in Portland, Oregon, book me. Please.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Have a great night. Love you.
I have
Goodbye.
a little.
And Pat's going to read the end script here.
All right. So, Confidently Wrong is a Barn Boys Media production hosted by Chris and Pat Nugeth, produced by Garrett Morris. If you'd like to support the podcast, please visit our Patreon. New episodes are going to be out every Wednesday. Thank you for listening and have a lovely evening. Thank you. That was good. That was a good kiss.